Tucker wrestling Scott Kauffman. Kauffman from Emmitsburg. And
Spates said that Tucker is probably the best wrestler. He feels one of the best wrestlers in the country that hasn't done it at the national tournament yet.
Three-time NCAA qualifier, and last year he redshirted. So he's a fifth-year senior. He's ranked #2 in the nation. Going up against Scott Kauffman, who hasn't been in the lineup all that many times, has he, Dan?
No, this is his first trip of the year. I think first time he's wrestled probably varsity. McMahon is getting a knee scope. Gabe McMahon from Alaska. Good shot by Tucker.
Go back, Green, you're down.
Basically, that inside position, got that far knee, drove him over. Controlled his hips very well on that. Good stand-up, but he went right back down to his belly instead of keeping his knees under. It's very important to get the wrist free. It's going to be a long match for Kauffman if he doesn't control his limbs a little better.
Byron Tucker
got the leg in tight.
As I said, is a senior from McKinney, Virginia, and Scott Kauffman is a freshman from Emmitsburg, Iowa.
Start again.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the beginning dinner will be opened up to members of the public. We'd like to join us for
Kauffman's getting extended. Tucker's doing a good job of putting the leg in, keeping complete control. There's a good escape by Kauffman.
Making the score
exploded
2-1.
off the whistle, even though there wasn't hand control. He was able to get his hips out and get the hip turn. 2-1, Tucker.
I'm Tim Johnson, along with Dan Gable and Jim Gibbons at the 3rd annual Lone Star Duels, at Warrior Coliseum, Grand Prairie, Texas. Byron Tucker in on a single.
He's making it look easy, so.
Boy, that did look easy, and he just made it 4-1 in favor of him.
He's got a deep leg in. He's looking for a crank. Bow and arrow. He's driving him. If he turns into it, it's going to be back points.
It doesn't look like it feels good for him, Dan.
No points as far as the back points. Good shot in and a quick dump. Nice hip position takedown. Tell Kauffman's a freshman. He's coming up, but he's not getting a lot of hand control. He's getting out hand fought there, giving up some pretty easy takedowns. Falling down quicker than he should be. He should be able to maneuver out of there a little bit and keep his hip baits position.
That's 6-2 in favor of Byron Tucker, the senior from Oklahoma. Jack Spates calls him one of the harder workers in his room. He's a smart worker. He's constantly working on improving. Took advantage of his redshirt year last year. Now all of a sudden he's #2 in the nation.
I think Tucker's actually coming out of high school. He used to work with former Hawkeye Keith Morlam out in Virginia area. Warning for Kauffman.
Keep pressing under now. Keep pressing under.
We're just to the end of the first period here, where Byron Tucker's ahead 6-2. Let's go to Jim Gibbons.
Great. Choice.
Thank you, Tim. I've got David Kelgard here. David, you showed some skills we didn't see at high school over at Lewis Central Council Bluffs. You rode the guy out. You even moved up a weight.
Yeah, Coach thought that would be the best thing for the team. You know, he wanted to put us in the best position possible to win the duel. And I just had to do what I had to do to get the win. I know he was a big kid. I'd wrestled with him a lot in high school. He's a big kid, though, so I had to be careful what I did.
Well, we hadn't seen you before use those legs. I mean, I've watched you quite a bit, and I never saw you use that much skill on top. That's something you've acquired lately, isn't it?
Yeah, Coach Barbie, when he came in, he started working legs, and it took a long time for me to catch on to it, but here lately I've been doing it quite a bit, and it all goes to Coach Barbie. We work it a lot.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim, and that's the importance of bringing some diversity on your coaching staff as far as skills and background. Chuck Barbie did use the legs a lot at Oklahoma State, and that's what a head coach is supposed to do, is bring in the kind of coaches that complement each other and can teach the various skills and parts of the game, right?
Well, I tell you, a lot of these wrestlers think that if you're a leg man, it's because you're tall and you got these long legs, but that's not true. That's not true at all. In fact, most of the foreign wrestlers are short and stocky, and they're very good at legs, and you actually have powerful part of your body. So, it doesn't really matter that another good takedown by Tucker. It's a re-shot. He gets in. He doesn't hang on to those legs, and he goes right to the finish.
And he's working towards extra points now,
He's got an 8-3 lead, and he's got riding time. He's got a warning on Kauffman, so he's in very good position.
And he's got the coaching staff from Oklahoma saying, what's he doing on the bottom? Talking to the ref over there, and he's got it going for him right now.
He should be crawling forward right now and getting his hip down on the mat on the left side, and then be able to build his base again. Instead, he's just arching. He's now
opportunity to build his base, but Byron Tucker just...
They want a stalling call, but in reality, it's they're both staying parallel.
Yeah, he's staying parallel. He's taking away the hips, doing a good job of it, but not coming to the outside.
Making it look like he's wanting to turn.
Neither guy's improving, guys.
And Daryl Henry agrees right there. He says, neither of you are improving. 10 seconds left in the first or second period. The score is 8-3. A lot of riding time for Byron Tucker.
Getting near-wristed pretty easily.
Byron Tucker with an 8-3 lead. And 2 minutes 34 seconds accumulated for riding time.
That's right, Paul.
He think the match was over, I think. Fisher. He's going to give him one riding time.
Well, he's got one riding time, and he's got a 9-3 lead. We're talking about Byron Tucker, a very, very talented young man who is in his 5th year as senior and ranked 2nd in the nation.
Stay set. Top.
He can also sing. He sang, right? Yeah, he sang at his redshirt year. He sang at the FCA breakfast last year at the NCAA titles. And he's a very talented young man, personable, and right now we're seeing that he can wrestle.
Kauffman looks to be hanging on to the head too much, squeezing instead of motion and movement. He's probably, it's more like a security thing, but that opens him up. He needs to keep his head position. His head position is up too high. Tucker's in the position. He's moving him well. Got to keep snapping him if he wants to start scoring. There's a shot by Tucker. Didn't finish as well as he has before. I don't know if he's a little tired or what, but Kauffman's starting to get back in the match. He's got to react. Didn't react with his leg. His leg was like a cement block there.
Boy, he dropped right in, and Byron Tucker dropped in on a single and then cut across and covered the legs for 2.
That's the major right there. That's a major.
11-3 is the score. He's also got riding time, Byron Tucker does. Jim Zaleski looks on. Here's the last takedown. Well, we won't see that, but we do look at Jack Spates, and he's happy with that last takedown. He remembers it. And it was 11-3, and riding time, and 1:04 left. And Byron Tucker looks like he's not tired at all.
Kaufman needs to keep coming to his feet with hand control, trying to get that point or get a reversal and then get a takedown. And he's going to be getting controlled quite a bit. They're both on their feet. Potentially dangerous situation a little bit. 50 seconds to go. It's 11-3, 2:53 riding time. Tucker. Warning red.
That's a warning on Byron Tucker on top for not improving and hanging on. And now that's 1 point for Scott Kauffman. And if there's nothing changed, it is a major. But if Scott Kauffman could get a takedown for Iowa, he would take away that major. But he hasn't been able to do it so far.
There's a shot. He made a pretty good shot, but he didn't follow through.
That was close.
Well, he let up there. Stepped out of bounds. See, I don't understand why he would let up on the edge there like that. You know, he's not mentally into the match the way he should be. You know, he made that shot, but if you wanted to finish it, you got to be driving through it. So there's another shot. There's another duck. Real good move by Kauffman. He needs to come around, get the 2. He got the 2. See, this shows me Kauffman has a lot of talent, but he's not in the game in his mind. And you know, when you got that, you know, it's oh, and he got escape with 2 seconds left. It doesn't matter.
12-6, one more, 13-6. It is not a major decision. Byron Tucker had it all the way, but gave it up at the end when Scott Kauffman came in there and got a takedown. So the final score, 13-6.